Hey everyone, this is Michael with the Roundup One YouTube channel. Welcome back to the channel. We got a lot of topics to talk about today, including this one. With it being August 1st, it is Hulk Hogan Day in Florida. So according to a memorandum that was released yesterday by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, to honor the life and legacy of Hulk Hogan, I hereby declare August 1st, 2025 as Hulk Hogan Day in Florida. It is by direct that the flags of the United States and the state of Florida be flown at half-staff at the state capitol in Tallahassee, as well as at all local and state buildings, installations, and grounds throughout the Pinellas County from sunrise to sunset on Friday, August 1st, 2025. Now, it's understandable that people have mixed feelings about this, have mixed feelings about a public figure like Hulk Hogan being celebrated. While Hulk Hogan has had a significant impact on many fans and in many fans of the wrestling world and America in general, like he was undoubtedly like one of the biggest stars of the 80s in North America, in my opinion. It's true that his life has been marked with controversies and personal challenges that might have disappointed some. What people like Triple H and other fellow wrestlers and friends of Hulk Hogan and others may not realize is that they could have helped create like a more balanced perspective by recognizing these complexities. Like, it's interesting to note that with Triple H's speeches on Raw and SmackDown on behalf of the WWE, he appreciated Hogan's contributions to wrestling and pop culture, but missed an opportunity to address the complexities of Hogan's legacy. It's surprising that WWE allowed their chief content officer to deliver the same speech twice, especially since it didn't resonate well with those who feel that Hogan has not lived up to their expectations. This reflects a larger issue within WWE where personal biases can overshadow the need for a more comprehensive narrative, especially given the sensitivities of fans and the public. When I think about it, if the press relations team of the WWE were tasked to write a speech for their chief content officer, I think it would have helped foster a more balanced view of Hogan. But Triple H, I believe, is a person who would rather say things his way, like his wife does. And, they both forget that they are executive officers of a publicly traded company. And if you can remember, the WWE allowed Stephanie McMahon, the interim WWE chairwoman and CEO, to lead a "Thank You Vince" chant on television. This occurred on the July 22nd, 2022 episode of Friday Night SmackDown following Vince McMahon's announcement of his retirement. A retirement by Vince McMahon due to an investigation into alleged misconduct. So the lesson learned from Hogan's death is that people in the wrestling industry prioritize loyalty or legacy over accountability, and there needs to be a call for a more thoughtful approach to making public statements. When Vince McMahon and Ric Flair pass away, there's no doubt in my mind that the majority of the industry will still prioritize loyalty or legacy over accountability. Okay, so moving on, still on the topic of Hulk Hogan, I'm going to be talking about Hulk Hogan one more time after I get through this. Now, this is something I was supposed to talk about in my previous upload, but somehow it just slipped my mind. So we're going to talk about it today. Now, if you didn't know, Brooke Hogan, daughter of Hulk Hogan, requested to be removed from her father's will in 2023. before his death. This decision stemmed from Brooke's desire to protect her father from what she perceived as people taking advantage of him, despite disagreements with Hulk on the matter. While she will not inherit from his estate, Brooke will receive proceeds from a small life insurance policy, which she plans to use for her children's college education. This decision came after years of disagreement between Brooke and Hulk, culminating in her reaching out to his financial manager to have herself removed from the will, reports TMZ. Now, Hulk Hogan's widow, Sky Daly, is entitled to 30% of his estate under Florida law, regardless of his will or trust. This is known as the spousal elective share, a legal right for surviving spouses. Hogan's children, Brooke and Nick, may inherit the remaining 70%. Now, since Brooke has mentioned to Hogan's financial advisors that she wants to be removed from the will, Nick is expected to inherit the majority. However, it's unclear whether Hulk Hogan agreed to Brooke's wishes. As a result, Brooke could potentially challenge the will, which will lead to a legal battle. So, it's understandable that Brooke would want to distance herself from the inheritance, especially if it complicates family dynamics. However, she could still find herself in a legal battle, which could lead to a long and difficult legal battle between her brother and her mother-in-law. So, it's commendable that she's considering her children's future. She has twins, and is willing to accept the life insurance funds for their benefit. I just hope there is a amicable solution that respects the wishes of Hulk's children and also Sky's rights. So, according to the New York Post on Thursday, July 31st, 2025, records from the Pinellas County Forensic Science Center show that Hulk Hogan died from acute myocardial infarction. Now, acute myocardial infarction is commonly known as a heart attack, and this is when the blood flow to the heart muscle is suddenly blocked, causing tissue damage. The documents obtained by the New York Post also reveal that Hulk Hogan had a history of atrial fibrillation, AFib, which is a heart condition categorized by an irregular and often rapid heart rate. And what was also quite shocking to learn was that Hulk Hogan also had a history of chronic lymphocytic leukemia, LCC. It's a type of cancer that affects white blood cells called lymphocytes. It's surprising because Hulk Hogan has never publicly spoken about battling cancer. In all, Hulk Hogan's matter of death was ruled natural. I understand that many people might not want to listen to Bubba the Love Sponge. Bubba is Hogan's former friend, the one who recorded the Hogan's racist rant and supposedly released it as well. But the thing about Bubba is that Bubba has made some claims over the month that on Hogan that turned out to be accurate. While Hogan's wife denied most of them. Now, to me, it seems that Hogan's failure was to not take time to rest and heal, and that may have contributed to his overall health decline. At 71 years old, he was likely aware of his age and the fact that his body was much more worn down compared to 20 years ago. He most certainly knew that subjecting his body to high physical stress without allowing adequate recovery time could lead to serious complications. But I personally think that what may be revealed by friends, family members, or details from the upcoming legal battles involving the Hogan estate is that Hogan felt pressured by the due to financial incentives or the fears of losing his position with his business partners. So he, even after these surgeries, he had to remain active and, you know, conduct his, resume his business. Now, for people that want to know what's next, and obviously the what's next is the funeral of Hulk Hogan. So according to a spokesperson of the medical examiner's office, they told page6.com that Hulk, there has been a request for a cremation approval. So Hulk Hogan will be cremated. The body of Hulk Hogan will be cremated instead of buried. So, you know, in final, I just want to say that I hope Hulk's children are present when they to say goodbye to Hulk Hogan. You know, Brooke has been estranged from Hogan for 2 years. Nick and Hogan seem fairly close. Doesn't seem like there's been any estrangement between them, but I just hope the whole family can get together to say goodbye to Hulk before he's cremated. Okay, so let's talk about some lighter news. So yesterday, President Donald Trump reestablished the presidential fitness test for American school children, which is a program that was created in 1966 to help interest young people in following healthy, active lifestyles. Children had to run and perform sit-ups, pull-ups, or push-ups, and do a sit and reach test. Thursday's policy announcement was made in the White House inside of the Roosevelt Room. Joining Trump for this event was his friend, WWE Chief Content Officer Paul Triple H Levesque. Triple H joined several prominent professional athletes for the policy announcement and provided the following comments. Triple H said, and I quote, "I truly appreciate all that everyone is doing for the health and wellness for the entire country. I look forward to the opportunity to help make our youth healthy, help get them engaged in sports, and let them learn what it takes to be successful in life." Now, a lot of people are upset about Triple H's continued association with President Donald Trump. Honestly, people, this is about raising interest in health and wellness among the youth. This is a great initiative that I'm not upset about. Okay, so for our last news report, you probably know what I'm going to talk about, as you can see from our AI generated thumbnail. News is spreading rapidly that WWE is considering, seriously considering the possibility of putting the AAA Mega Championship on the current WWE Intercontinental Champion, Dominic Mysterio. Now, Dominic made a surprise appearance at the recent AAA TV taping where he attacked Dragon Lee and the current AAA Mega Champion El Hijo del Vikingo. Dominic demanded to be included in the AAA Mega Championship match at the upcoming AAA Mania 31 event in Mexico City on August 16th. So, will this upcoming AAA match play into Dominic Mysterio losing the Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam this weekend? It's a strong possibility that El Hijo del Vikingo will be at SummerSlam to confront Dominic during his match, championship defense against AJ Styles. Now, the WWE has been very open about what occurred in Mexico, and furthermore, like what has been occurring in Mexico, especially since they're now majority owners of AAA. Triple H hyped the angle on social media and mentioned that Triple Mania 33, I made a mistake. I said 31, but it's actually Triple Mania 33 will be available live for all regions to view on YouTube on August 16th. So, as demonstrated during the previous Worlds Collide event, the event will likely air live in English and Spanish on the WWE YouTube channel. This brings today's episode to a close. This is Michael. I'll catch you later.